We have some breaking news here on Chicago Bears Now by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham. Hope you're having a great Thursday. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago as a heavy possibility. Now it appears it's going to come to fruition. The Bears are hiring Kevin Warren as team president and CEO. The Big Ten commissioner set to replace Ted Phillips, who announced his retirement earlier this year. Phillips will exit in the coming days and weeks, I would assume, as he's been with the organization for just about 40 years, about 4 decades, with a variety of roles, and as team president and CEO for a vast majority of that time. Courtney Cronin had this note about Kevin Warren, saying, prior to becoming the Big Ten commissioner, Kevin Warren was the COO of the Minnesota Vikings, a role he had from 2015 to 19. He started with the Vikings as an EVP of Legal Affairs, Chiefs Administration Officer, the role Warren played in getting U.S. Bank Stadium built in 2016, which he was vital to making that happen, will be critical as the Bears move forward with their purchase of Arlington Park with the goal of building a new stadium there. And that's a big part of this hire because the Bears are in transition right now as, look, the city of Chicago, they're attempting to throw a bit of a Hail Mary here with their latest stadium, proposal, yada, 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 but it's about a 97% chance that the Bears are going to proceed, go to Arlington Heights, build a new state-of-the-art stadium there, and that is something Kevin Warren has done very recently with a team in the NFC North, in the Minnesota Vikings. Kevin Warren did this exact thing for U.S. Bank Stadium, which, by the way, is one of the state-of-the-art stadiums in the NFL. So, look, we'll talk about Warren's resume in a second. I know people have opinions about how he handled the 2020 season in the Big Ten. But first, I do want to mention that this is why you subscribe to Chicago Bears Now, because regardless of the time of day, when breaking news drops, we hit you guys with a video here on Bears Now, the latest news, rumors, obviously a lot of draft and free agency and trade buzz to cover this offseason. We'll have another video later this afternoon, maybe a live show, kind of in flux right now. Have a lot of moving parts here in the office, but we will have another video likely later today. So go ahead and subscribe right now because when the Bears hire Kevin Warren, we are hitting you guys with a video. Big news, small news, any news, big rumors, we got you guys covered. All right, so let's talk about this a little bit more. So Kevin Warren has a lengthy resume, which we'll talk about. I do want to talk about the Big Ten stuff because people are going to see this. Kevin Warren, he's a joke. Well, Kevin Warren in 2020 probably did not handle the COVID situation the best. You know, there's all these theories. Kevin Warren doesn't like football. He's trying to cancel football. I don't think that was the case. I think the doctors that were at his disposal and the medical opinions he was receiving were encouraging him that it's not safe to play. And look, we knew a lot less then than we know now about the COVID situation, right? Like, I'm not going to get into a medical debate, but it's not like Kevin Warren was on an island. There were other conferences, other parts of the country that had similar points of view. Ultimately, the Big Ten did play. And, yeah, I don't think that was probably handled the best it could have been. But you fast forward and you see what he's done with the Big Ten since. It's actually been pretty impressive if you can look past that. Number one, he expands the Big Ten to the West Coast and gets USC and UCLA to expand the Big Ten out west. He secures a CBS TV deal replacing the SEC that's been on CBS forever. And he also gets the NBC primetime night game that's going to be Big Ten exclusive as well. Like, that is the type of relevant experience that Warren brings to the Chicago Bears here. And even more relevant is going back to the stadium deal with the Minnesota Vikings. Like, this is going to be an upgrade from Ted Phillips, who is a glorified accountant. Okay, like this is going to be an upgrade. Absolutely. And you look at his overall resume. This is a guy that worked in the NFL for like 20 years. He was with the Rams in St. Louis from 1997 to 2000. He was with the Lions from 2001 to 2003. He was with the Vikings from 05 to 19. So he's been in the NFL for over 20 years in a variety of roles. This is a guy who's competent and has a long resume. So look. There's varying opinions on how he handled a 6-month period back in 2020. And look, your opinions are, probably valid, but I don't think that erases his relevant experience of how he comes to the Chicago Bears. It's not like he's going to come to the Bears and, cancel the NFL or something like that. Like that, that would be ridiculous to think. So I think this is a good hire. I think his experience is relevant and vast and long. I mean, he's been in the NFL since 1997, outside of the last 2 years when he was with the Big Ten. So I think it's definitely a good hire here. What do you guys think? Do you like the Kevin Warren hire? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Let me know down in the comment section. Now we have more personnel discussions coming up here on Chicago Bears Now, but I do want to tell you guys about our sponsor today, and that is BetUS. Want to go bet on some playoff games? You can do it with BetUS. Create an account today, chatsports.com/Bears. Promo code BEARDOWN to get a 125% deposit bonus with BetUS. When you put down $100, when you go to our link, chatsports.com/Bears, they will give you $125 for free. All you got to do is plug in the promo code, give you some extra money to bet on, especially come Super Bowl time, because lots of prop bets that are always fun to bet on. Chatsports.com/Bears. Promo code is BEARDOWN. All right, let's talk about Ian Cunningham now, the Bears assistant GM, who is Ryan Poles' right-hand man. Is he poised to land a general manager job? Certainly appears he's got a good chance to. Albert Breer and several others reporting that Cunningham will interview for the Cardinals GM job on Thursday, today, and the Titans GM job on Saturday. So he's got a couple of interviews coming up with the 2 GM vacancies, and he's got a strong resume. He's kind of been on the Ryan Poles track. The only difference is he was with 2 different franchises before coming to Chicago. His resume is long. He worked under Ozzie Newsome in Baltimore for a long time. He was with the Ravens for several years, 2009 to 2016, I believe. Then he goes to Philadelphia, works under Howie Roseman for a few years with a couple of different roles, including director of college scouting, director of player personnel. He was a scout for a long time with Baltimore. He's been Ryan Poles' right-hand man. He is qualified to be an NFL general manager. It's probably surprising that he hasn't gotten a GM job up to this point. So there's only 2 openings right now, but he's interviewing for both. I would say there's a pretty decent chance he gets one of these jobs. Now, will Ian Cunningham leave Chicago? What do you guys think? Type L for leave or type S for stay. Get your votes in down in the comments section. I'd say it's a great chance he's leaving. It's only 2 openings right now, so I'd say at least 50-50, and that's pretty high odds, right? Like if you're interviewing for both openings, you've got a pretty strong chance to land one of those jobs. So we will monitor it. Again, he's interviewing with Arizona today and Tennessee on Saturday. All right, I am Harrison Graham. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's a hectic offseason. Like I said, we'll have another video later today, so hit the sub button. Follow me on Twitter as well for more up-to-the-minute updates at HGramNFL, and we'll see you guys soon here at Chicago Bears Now.